Now where is it? Nope, nope. Ah, yes, found it. Oh, don't mind me, especially that. These past few months have forced me to look into conspiracy theories, especially the headlines that popped up about really, may I say, dumb stuff. So I got inspired to find some of the worst conspiracy theories in my arm's reach, the internet. Now we'll start by explaining what I mean when I say worst. A conspiracy theory is usually a secret plan for something to achieve some goal, and the theory is a rational type of thinking. So basically put, a conspiracy theory should be a hypothesis about something that presents a pattern and is logical and most people wouldn't recognize, hence the secret part of conspiracy in most cases. Simple enough. But after days of looking into some of the conspiracy theories, these have to be, in my opinion of course, the worst conspiracy theories ever. And not because I disagree with them. Well, maybe. But it's because they do not make any logical sense and there's no dot connecting whatsoever. You know what, let me just throw away this hat, you won't need it for these theories, and we'll begin with the big nighttime mirror reflecting the sun at angles in the sky. The moon. There's actually people who believe that the moon is projected by a special projector. Obviously, that's too expensive. If anything, the moon being more metal sounds much more plausible than it being a projection generated by a glorified projector. Not gonna lie, not a bad music choice. So that theory gets my seal of approval. For the second one, let's take it back to the ground. Mother Earth, so beautiful with its roundness when observed from the moon, or flatness according to some group of people that think the world has edges. I'm not even going to talk about them. I'm here to talk about the people that acknowledge the world's roundness but think it's hollow. You know, like if you dig straight down, you'll fall into the inside of the earth. Or as they suggest, there's a hidden civilization of other humans inside the earth. You know, just talking about these make my head go numb.
Number 3.
There's lizard people, reptiles amongst us. Now the initial assumption was that they are referring to how a person's personality may reflect those of an animal that can burn you to keep its warmth, or eat you metaphorically. Was I wrong? Yes I was. The possibility of this is incredibly non-existent because we aren't living in the MCU where there's Skrulls. And I'm pretty sure you'd recognize whomever, whether it be a famous person or the person who stands 6 feet apart from giving off cold vibes. Seal of approval you get. Number 4. Now everybody knows the bad German historical figure and UFOs. Imagine those two combined and you get Nazi space UFOs. Apparently a conspiracy theory suggests that when the Nazis were, unfortunately, at the height of their power, they developed technology that could enable space travel and stuff, you know, Star Wars type, and when they fell out of power, they hid them at the poles. Now I don't know about you, if anybody had giant spaceships and had to move them from one place to another, I would notice. And at the rate the world is going with the global warming, the ice might melt to the point where we'll see why this theory is on this list. Now, I've watched my fair share of Jurassic Park and quite frankly, I'd hate to be a meal for a giant lizard that appears when you have run out of internet. Take that oversized chicken. But a conspiracy theory suggests that the pyramids were built with the help of these giant lizards, and with my knowledge of Jurassic Park, help is not in their vocabulary. Neither is diet. Don't they know that humans are not brain food? This theory ignores the fact that forced labor was a huge thing, unfortunately, back in those days. Oh, we are definitely cruising through this list because this is my second last pick out of a million. And speaking of cruising, ever wondered what those white lines behind aircrafts are as they fly? Well, you'll be interested to know that it's a government chemtrail designed to spread fibers that are invisible to the eye as they descend from the plane they got ejected from. Now, using science, which is a common theme to immediately turn down these very dumbfound conspiracies, there is low pressure and temperature in the sky above you, and as the plane exhausts hot air from its engines, it mixes and becomes visible. Kinda like how when it's cold and you breathe, you can see your breath because it's hotter than air around you, and you can pretend to smoke. Yeah, another seal of approval. Now, the phantom time hypothesis. Now, a quick reminder, none of these are in a specific order to show which is more worse than the other. They are all bad equally. But back to the topic, this theory hypothesizes that the Middle Ages never happened. That's it. That's the theory. Someone was like, yeah, never happened. And I doubt you need me to point the flaws in that. Now, I've had fun reading about these theories and trying to sum it up as best as I can. I might have been a little bit opinionized, but I'm basically a beginner in conspiracy theorism. And who's to say what someone says is true or not? Well, science. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you did not, do the same. Subscribe for more epic content, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.